from the reporting we've seen, there's definitely a lot of issues inside the video game industry, and unionization is one of the key ways that they can make that industry a better place to work.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Let's go back to some good news. There's a Sega union. For a general overview, we're going to cut to our friends from Means Morning News.
Turning now to unionization efforts at a brand that all gamers are familiar with, Sega. Remember a few weeks ago, TikTok user The Swoletariat posted a video featuring Sonic the Hedgehog giving tips on how to unionize the workplace.
Choose a union that fits your needs. Share the info with your coworkers. Sign those union cards. When you've got enough support, file a petition with the National Labor Relations Board. Win the election and negotiate a contract. Together, you'll make your workplace better and fairer for everyone. Gotta unionize fast.
Well, now the creators of Sonic are taking the advice to heart. Workers at Sega's American headquarters in California announced that they had formed a union with the Communication Workers of America. 144 of the roughly 170 employees at the company already agreed to join the union, so even if Sega refuses to recognize it, a National Labor Relations Board election victory is all but assured. The workers are calling the union Allied Employees Guild Improving Sega, or AGIS, and they're seeking better pay and benefits, more opportunities for remote work, and better staffing to avoid crunch scenarios. That's when developers have to work long hours in the run-up to a game's release. And the bargaining unit would stretch across Sega's corporate operations. It includes not just the game developers, but also the marketing, quality assurance, and design departments. It would be the first interdepartmental video game union in the industry. So that's something to get excited about. No word yet on if Tails has signed a union card, or if Dr. Robotnik will seek the help of union-busting legal services.
Great to hear that good news. And, we've seen a trend of more and more workers in the video game industry are interested in unionizing for some of the reasons Sam just explained: the crunch time, the working conditions, pay, of course, input in the job, all the reasons why folks join unions and create unions. And it's really good to see that starting to spread into this really important industry. Video games are a huge business. And, like any industry, we need union labor in that industry. And so love to see that with Sega. I don't know about you, Jacob, but definitely played plenty of Sega growing up. Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast. How about the Sega Dreamcast, folks? Y'all remember that one? I remember the 56, was it 56K internet? Dial-up internet. I remember the dial-up internet and, plugging the phone line into the back of the Dreamcast, and, we had to just pray that no one would call the house when we were trying to play online. Got some good memories from Sega for sure, and it's really, really just cool to see unionization spreading into Sega, and I hope it spreads because, from the reporting we've seen, especially over the last year or two, there's definitely a lot of issues inside the video game industry, and unionization is one of the key ways that they can make that industry a better place to work.
Yeah, absolutely. And the video game industry pulls something that in a bit of a different way that like nonprofit and service-centered workplaces do. Like when teachers are asking for more or when nurses are asking for more, the employers always try to pit, they try to pit the patients or the students against the teachers, when in reality, they have very similar interests. And they're also told, this is a calling. You're not supposed to be in this for the money, right? And so the video game industry really does a similar thing where they're like, it's everybody's dream to play
you love
video games,
don't you?
Yeah.
You love the video games. You get to make them. How lucky you are.
How lucky you are while you're working 80-hour weeks in the run up to a game's release, and then we're immediately going to lay you off for a few months after that. yeah, they really take advantage of folks, and it's good to see people fighting back.
Absolutely.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.